pressing up against this 240 area. Continue to see extreme low volatility intraday. Not much has changed from what I talked about yesterday in terms of if we can get above these highs, another potential leg. So I was back here. We did this consolidation, came up, spent a few more days. When we finally launched above 229.80, we had this. It's similar. This was a tighter consolidation, I guess you could say. You had a nice pullback here, getting tight here against the highs, but no reason to think that that pattern can't repeat itself. And then on the IWM side, small cap stocks, a little bit different. We are just going above and below this 138.50 area.
But again,
it seems like the only, I guess, right on the opens or the pre-markets we get above it, but by the time the market opens, we just get right back down below. So, I mean, just look at the last few days. Pre-market we're above, immediately, boom, crushed it. That was the day we bottomed the 37. We did close above it here a couple of days ago. Right on the open, back down below. So now this actually looks pretty good. So 138.80 to 139 is the new resistance band. IWM is even getting tighter on the volatility.
Float of the company, which is already a number of millions, talking like 600,000-700,000 float. That's a little bit.
So for the past 4 trading days, this is the area we can't hold above, 38, 80 to 39. Bottom in the, where it's catching a bid is 37.80, 37.85-ish. Some might even call this a reverse head and shoulders. Take us back up to 140. Look through here. There's the head, shoulders. So just play off of those levels. All right, a few things in play today. First one is VRX, which we've watched go down from 100 down to 10. The numbers were good. You know, they paid down debt. So they said they wanted me to do. They had a lot of debt. They had to pay it down because their debt payments were high. They're on track to pay down more debt. And they got their expenses in line, so their EPS beat was by a lot. So it'll be interesting to see if hedge funds are willing to. I mean, a lot of big hedge funds really couldn't be in this name because there was a risk of it going to zero, right? If the debt holders basically came in and wouldn't negotiate. But they're in a stronger position now. You can see here's kind of the down move to 80 and then the slow death spiral. And it's still in a very strong downtrend from a higher time frame perspective. So obviously. But these numbers could add some stability to it. It's a little bit similar from a technical standpoint to what we talked about Twitter when the earnings. Obviously, fundamentals are very different. Twitter really has no debt to speak of. But with Twitter, what we said was for the last year and a half, every time it would pop, you get the sell-off. Pop, you get the sell-off. The question is this enough of a fundamental change that people are going to be willing to buy it, even if there's a little pullback intraday, for it to work its way? It's already 11.5 in the pre-market. But if things really changed here, 13, I'm looking at this 13.20, 13.50, and then 14. I guess that would be the kind of, over the next week, people really thought things had turned around. It would work its way here. But this morning, we're in an area where it's dangerous to be long until we see how that kind of shakes out.
November, yeah. And then
I was offering the 70s to short it, quick pop in the pre-market. It got up to 69.
So
So initial move took it up to 11 and a quarter,
going through
pulled
this
back to 1060s,
6 months later, now he's like even more buried in the
60 cent
position.
pullback.
It'll be
So that would
interesting
kind
to
of,
see
if it had a similar pullback now than it had earlier in the pre-market, that would bring it down to
It's
this area
kind
right
of
here.
bad for us. It's only like
This would be the spot I'd be looking at it, which
85
also coincides with the whole number, which is usually a big deal. Then you wait for a move back up to here, something like that. Market opens, it comes back up, has trouble in this area here again. If it's below 1150, you can play it from there down to here. Very well could end up closing in the high 11s and they, close to $12. And then we'll see if it can work its way to that kind of next resistance area.
So that's it. So what do you guys do?
Just want to take a quick look. So when it ran up here to 1080, they just kiboshed it right back down to 970. But things have changed now. So I think there's a better chance of it not getting the full kibosh. We kind of extended this trend out from the bottom here. I would think this is probably worst case for it selling off right here. The next one is HTZ. HTZ, when I see something like this, we know the last time it gapped down and we tried to short it to pop, Icon bought it all day. And he went from 20 all the way back up to 28. And now he's down 50% on adding to that. Basically, the last 5 years for Icon, almost as bad as Ackman. If his son Brett hadn't gotten into Netflix, he'd probably be, God only knows where their stock would be. But this, Solar Names, he's just getting obliterated left and right. Side point. So maybe this though will actually finally get him to bail on this. I don't know. Triple down, quadruple down. We're almost down. Well, we're not down on financial crisis levels, but we're at multi-year lows.
To believe there is improper activity under the Railway Labor Act. The company is in the process of federally supervised mediation.
So assuming he's not going to triple, quadruple down today, and that people might be thinking that he's going to start to maybe liquidate his position, we want to look to short the pops. So far 1220 supported here. It did dip over to 12. Let's see what time this was. This was 8 o'clock, right when the institutions start trading. What did I put on the sheet for resistance? 13.5 to 14. That's probably based on the lows, prior lows. That's lower than that low. I'm not sure where we got that from. I guess I went all the way back to a few years ago, 5-6 years ago. So there is no real, I'm sorry, there's resistance. It's right here. My brain was turned around. So, yeah, I don't know why I guess I was thinking if it got to 13.5, 14, I'd feel really good about shorting it there. But the real breakdown is from 14.30. God only knows why it would bounce all right back up to here.
7 million in revenue, meaning 45 million expectation.
Anyway, that's 60 cents off the low right now. Next one is CYTK. They priced the secondary here at 14 and a quarter. It's actually below the secondary price. Now look at the stock, what it's done recently. It gapped up from 1180 to 1220. And then they ran it from 1220 to 17. And they wanted to raise some money using, smart. Stock goes up, company should raise money. That was good for them. But they couldn't price it up here above 15. So that probably got some people nervous. They priced it here at 14 and a quarter. And so you got some nervous people who are getting it up here. Maybe they'll hit it down a little bit more. I mean, I think it broke out here from around 1380. We're probably buying in this range right here, 1380 down to 1350. Even by today, you'll probably be in good shape, or at least by tomorrow. So that's my plan. Any type of whoosh down here on the open, I'll buy. And then I sell some at 14, sell some a little bit higher. maybe hold a little bit, see if it can work its way back above the secondary price. Oh, and then W. So W I put last because I've traded this before and it's extremely difficult. If we look at the daily, just a bit of a wild stock. All right, so they IPO'd here, and they kept on reporting good numbers, but then they got sold. Like it gapped up here to 55, and they got crushed. And then it ran up again to 50, and then they crushed it again. And then they reported really good numbers again. So it's gapping up above or at the all-time high. Certainly a dangerous area up here. When it got up to 56, 57, it very quickly came back down to the mid-40s. I think that's kind of unlikely at this point. What we're seeing now is companies that are doing really well in the numbers, even if they fade that first day or two, the fades are not as dramatic as before, just with the market with such a strong bid. But there is no real support until this area down here, and we're gapping bids above 57 now. Oh, geez, let's zoom in on this. This is getting actually a little bit out of hand. So it got up to 58.76. So I guess in this case, what we're looking at is a blow off top right on the open, and then move back down to 56.57. I don't think. And I got up to 58.90. It's hard for me to see it getting above 60 on the open for more than a few seconds. So risk reward has shifted to the short side, at least temporarily. Then we can, it's up here. We can watch what it looks like on a pullback down to this 57 area. See if it pulls to 56. And then if it holds here, we can start to use this as kind of the trading range. That's it on the fresh stuff. HZMP. I thought when I put a bid in pre-market, remember got hit yesterday, I thought I had stopped below 1030. So I bought in the pre-market into 10.5. It actually, right on the open, actually held, I guess, above my stop. I was off the desk all day. Tried to bounce here, 1090, and then looks like it was slowly sold the rest of the day. So institutions had a sell program on all day. Looking at it from yesterday's price action, I guess this 1040 to 1030 area would be the spot that I would look at to see if it popped up here and failed. It did. Look for a test of 10. And then JD held a really nice gap yesterday. Now we did go up to the pre-market high. This is why we highlight these areas. Right on the, let's see here, 10.15. Didn't really reverse from there, but probably some people shorted at the pre-market high and caught, $1, which is, it's a very strong stock that's up this much. Fails at the pre-market high, comes back, and then has a bid the rest of the day. Kind of just didn't really do anything. So looking at it for today, I have alerts here, 38.50 to 38.35. This is where it was accumulated most of the afternoon, except for this one little down tick before it got back into the range. And then also 38 would be the other spot that I'd be looking at, 38 to 38.15. But overall, very strong. So those are the things to focus on today. Obviously at 10 o'clock, not a lot going on, so you can always look at the radar to see if some things pop up very strong, very weak, price spikes, etc. And play it like that. And then, of course, as always, be patient. And
hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.